Now joined in the studio by Mike Johnson and Jamie McLennan. Guys, 6 years at 10.893. The Doug Gilmour 9.3 at the end of that contract.
Nice touch.
Apart from the Doug Gilmour reference, how do you guys like this number?
It's a massive number, and I know both sides are going to be happy in the short term because Mitch Marner is getting paid, and the Toronto Maple Leafs get their star winger ready for training camp so that there are no hiccups heading into the regular season. But you're going to kick that can down the road in dealing with 4 players at $40 million. So it is a challenge for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think it's quite rich for Mitch Marner, but ultimately they got it done.
They certainly did, and they paid a price to get it done. And you can say that, well, 2 years of unrestricted free agency, and that does cost a little bit more than the 4 years of RFA status that he's going to go through in this contract. It's too much money for me. I'm delighted for Mitch personally. I love when players get paid, but if I'm running a team, we know every dollar counts. How many teams we find in this situation right now where they're grinding over every single dollar? To me, it is historically out of whack with other comparable wingers coming out of RFA deals, even great ones like Mitch Marner. $1 million, $3 million, too much in my books on that similar kind of term. But the Ferris-Marner camp, I thought, played it very well. Yes. All summer long, advancing expectations. He bet on himself last year.
He did.
And he cashed on himself. So good on him for taking that risk. He could have signed last year at a lesser number. He didn't. He got it done. It's more money than I thought he would get. It's more money than I would have given him. The Leafs will have to deal with it down the road.
Let's talk about the timing of this. Obviously, the absolute must-do date would have been opening day because once you get past opening day, the amortization of the contract would have made the cap hit even bigger. It would have been too costly for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So since the Marner camp knew it had to get done then, did that make today that much more significant because of the opening of camp?
A couple different reasons, though, right? I mean, we saw the public sentiment for Mitch Marner, which probably was 80% in his favor throughout the summer. Like, he's our best player. He's our leading scorer. We got to sign him. Really switched with the information that was out there the last couple of days about the $11 million he had turned down, and maybe him recognizing holding out and negotiating longer wouldn't benefit his, certainly, PR standpoint. If the contract was going to be the same as you mentioned around October 2nd, that probably factored in him to say, you know what, we've taken it as far as we could. They obviously pushed it brilliantly.
Right.
Time to get it done.
The court of public opinion, I think, was quite loud in the last couple days once the numbers magically appeared. The challenge, what I thought for Mitch Marner, was to make sure you don't miss time. You saw last year what happened to William Nylander, and it went a long time, and he never got on track. And you could sense the frustration from the Leaf faithful. Obviously, the organization knew he had more to give. You didn't want Mitch Marner to go through that because this is the window for the Toronto Maple Leafs to do some damage, and you need one of your best players in the lineup and no excuses. Now they don't have any excuses.
And for those of you thinking that, boy, Kyle Dubas now can breathe a sigh of relief and take it easy, not at all. He's got 4 guys locked up to $40+ million. He's got about $41 million now to work as hard as he can to continue to try to build a team around Mitch Marner and company that can win now.